Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm going to be testing out some products that I've used once on my channel before, a couple of times on my channel before, many times on my channel before. I just really wanted to do a video today because I was just kind of in the mood where I was just I want to talk about my last video. Also thank you to those who did watch the video, gave me some very nice comments and everything. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just have a general chat and just normally to be honest. What I want to do is actually start on my eyes today because I literally filmed the video before me filming this and it was a complete fail, because if you have been watching my videos recently, you know that my top lip does not stand in this weather. Literally as soon as I put anything on here, it separates and it disappears. So I really want to start on my eyes. I'm sorry about the noise, and I'm sorry if you can hear my fan as well. I just need a fan on, otherwise my face will just melt. So let's start off with the eyes. So in my last video where I talked about a Beauty Bay haul, I picked up the new Romantic palette by Beauty Bay, and I've only used it once, but I'm in love with this palette. I think what I love more is the colour story of this, because this came out during Valentine's Day. It's been in my wish list for ages, because I was like, I have so many palettes. I love Beauty Bay palettes, but let's give it a kind of a wait to see if anything else pops up. And you know what, I mentioned in that video that I was in a really bad mood that day and I just really wanted to just purchase some makeup. So this is one of them, and I did a really nice look in that previous video, so I thought today let's do another look. So again, we're starting on the eyes because I'm not risking my top lip not today. So yeah, I'm just going to walk you through whatever shadow I do, and yeah, so let's start off with something light. So we're going to start off with Flamingo just here, and we're just going to put that as a crease shade, and I will be kind of half cutting my crease using the Peeler's base to add the shimmer, and then we're just going to add the rest of the makeup. So I'm just going in with one of my Spectrum brushes and we're going to go in with Flamingo. So we'll see how that goes on here. So in my last video I mentioned about me going to the skin clinic regarding my rosacea, and how it wasn't the best experience because, well, they were really nice people, but it's just because they couldn't help me really. It just put me in a really bad mood, not a bad mood, but just a really low mood, because if you have suffered from anything that there's no cure for, or that it's affecting your daily life, and you just want some answers and you want to hear something positive, and hearing negative things where they're kind of like, we can't help you, we don't know how we can help you, blah blah blah. Obviously that puts a massive downer on the mood, anyone's mood. And the fact that it's been really hot, crazy weather recently, I don't deal very well mentally in the sun as well, and mainly because I have to keep out of the sun because of this. So there's lots of factors that were kind of building up for me on Friday, but my weekend was nice. What did I do? I went to see my mum actually on Sunday, so that was super nice to see her for a bit and see some of my family. I'm going to go in now with a smaller brush, and I'm going to take one of my Primark corner brushes, and I'm going to try a different shade today because I don't want to do the same look as the other day. I'm going to go in with Mars, which is a darker shade, just putting it in the inner corner to help it darken up a bit. So yeah, but yes, I just have my moments of, like we all do, just feeling really helpless, really down, but I just relaxed over the weekend, and now today is Wednesday. I was like, today's Monday, but my god, no, it's not. Thankfully it's not. But I'm looking forward to the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday I have leave from work, but then Tuesday I have the next appointment for my skin clinic, so I'll give you guys an update for that as well. I'm just taking Mars slightly, even though I've piled it on a lot. And the first shade has disappeared a bit, but I might add a bit more afterwards. If you've tried Beauty Bay eyeshadows before, you know what I I mean when it comes to these, because these shadows are insane. I don't have a base down or anything. Literally, it's just, yeah, it's just my skin. Because normally, sometimes when I do my base first, I do put on a foundation or I put on an eye primer, but I didn't do that today just because, like I mentioned, I did try and film a video before this and it completely effed up, so that was not fun. I literally just looked at myself and I was like, this is not acceptable, and I just deleted that video because I looked like a horrible mess. So yeah. That was Mars, so that was very nice. And I'm going to go with another smaller brush now. I'm taking one of my new elf crease brushes, even though this is like the second one that I have of it because it's such a nice brush. And I'm going to go in with, let's look at the colour story together. I'm going to go in with a shimmer soon, but I feel like I need to add maybe one more shade here. We'll go in with, I think maybe again I'll go in with clarinet, no, not clarinet, claret, not clarinet, I don't know why I said clarinet. And I'm going to put that on my lid here, just the kind of remaining bit of my lid, because here's going to be my half cut crease basically. So I'm going to just blend that into Mars so it's not too heavy. And it's quite a light, I've done it quite light so it's not overpowering it. And blend in. And I mentioned in that video this palette is £15, and I think it's worth it, especially when Beauty Bay are still quite an independent brand, and obviously the brand itself, they distribute other people's makeup, so the fact that they're making their own makeup, which I love. So I'm going to quickly cut my crease with my P. Louise base, and this is in the shade 2.5 I believe. This is a blank canvas. The number, I literally saw it like a few minutes ago. 2.5. I just wanted to double check. I'm taking the smallest amount on my hand because you do not need a lot when it comes to these. So I'm taking a small amount and I'm using one of her kind of crease brushes. So it's a very kind of narrow edged brush, and I'm going to blend it because you need to kind of warm it up a bit. And I'm going to take my crease up to here, so we're going to blend it up. And with these type of cut creases as well, you're using it as a sticky base, so even if you don't want it to go everywhere, you still will need it to kind of add a shimmer down just to make it a bit more oomphy. That makes sense. We use a little bit more. I think I didn't use enough. You literally need like a pea size, but I tend to go a little bit overboard sometimes, or not enough. So took a tiny amount, and I'm gonna go again here, and it does settle quite quickly, but it's fine because it's still gonna stick down the base nicely. So that's there, and as you can see, it has lightened up that shade as well, which is what I want, because I'm going to now add a crease. No, I'm going to add a shimmer. What am I talking about? And I've got a nice flat brush, and because this palette has quite a few shimmers, I don't know which one to go in with, but I'm tempted to go in with Valentine just here, because actually let me swatch Valentine. Woo! Alright, yeah, we're going in with that one because it's kind of like, yeah, it's a purple-ish pink shade, so I am definitely using that. And again, when it comes to these type of shimmers, you can use a brush, or if you use your finger as well, it will do pretty much the same. I tapped off and then it all fell off, so there we go. And one thing that I like about starting with the eyes, sometimes if there's any fallout, you can clean it up before you add your base, which everyone kind of knows about anyway, but in case you are kind of like, oh, why are you starting off with the eyes? Because sometimes with, you know, glitter, there is always a lot of fallout, so you just need to be very careful. And this is quite a chunky shimmer as well. So again, there's going to be a bit of fallout, which is never a big issue, but I just don't like it when it's just all messed up in the pan, because it just doesn't look that appealing. So if I take pictures for my social media or anything, it just looks a bit strange. But that's gone on really nicely. I'm going to blend them in because it's going to look just so random just to have that kind of shade. What did I go in with Mars? So Mars I'm just going to blend in again together, just so that they are, yeah, they're kind of together really, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm just going to make it a bit more edged. Right, that's looking good. And we're going to start off with the rest of the face now. Maybe later on I'll go with something on my under eyes, we'll see. And we're going in with primer. So we're going in with a primer that I've only used once, but I'm very excited to try again. And I'm going with my e.l.f. Blushing Fighting Putty Primer. So this came out like a week ago. And I have used it once on my channel in my video where I tested like a full face of e.l.f. makeup. I mean, I'm always doing full face of e.l.f. makeup, but this is an updated version because I bought a couple of things from their 60% off sale. One product I will be using today, so that I'm looking forward to. It's a lip product that I've not tried before, so sometimes less is more when it comes to these primers, so I'm trying my best to not go overboard, but I'm just hoping that this will help my foundation, because again, top lip gate is quite frustrating, but we've got to make do with what we got, so let's just go for it. And what I like about this primer as well, I mean, it says it's there to help against acne, but they kind of showed on their website that if you use it every day for a month, it will help get rid of acne. But a lot of people use it as just like a face product as opposed to just a primer, which is fine, but I will not be doing that because I just can't be asked. I'm sorry about my hair, it's so fucking annoying. I just want to chop my hair off sometimes, but we're not going to. So let's see how that works. It's okay. Okay, we're looking alright. My under eyes are looking so tired today. It's just so warm, isn't it, guys? I mean, if you live in London, you know what it's like at the moment. And well, they're saying next week it's going to rain. I'm happy about that. I mean, I'm sorry if you are not. Basically, I'm more of an autumn girl. Like, if you love summer, then that's great. Oh, sorry, I'm going in with my Primark foundation. This is in the shade Ivory. This is their matte foundation, oil free, so that's perfect for someone with my type of skin because we need no oil type of products. So we'll see how. I'm going to ignore my top lip for a bit because I feel like if I add something straight away, it's just going to separate. So let's ignore that for a moment. What was I saying? Yeah, the foundation, no, the weather. Right, how can I forget? But yeah, in this summer weather, sometimes it can be way too much. Like London has its moments of being really summery, but then it goes into like random ass weather where it's just like freezing and it's snowing and just the usual London weather. And I'm quite grateful. I think a lot of people, as much as they enjoy the sun, are grateful that it's going to rain soon because it's too much sometimes. And I know people who live in really hot countries, a lot of them do want rain and stuff, which I absolutely agree with. Like all our plants and nature, they need all the rain. But I just can't wait. Even though I have a couple of things planned next week, I just can't wait for it to rain. I'm happy to go out in the rain. I just wear my Doc Martens and I'm sorted. So this is going well. Shall we top lip it? Right, I'm so sorry. It's like one of the grossest things that I have to deal with because there's nothing I can do about it. Honestly, as much as I put a fan straight on my face and I just pat it down as much as possible, it just separates. and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that in the long haul, but I've obviously been doing it for a long time. I mean, I've got one of my cousins getting married in August, and obviously I'm very excited, but it's gonna be very hot, and I don't want my top lip to just mess up, because I will look freaking horrible just in general if I walk around and my top lip is just disappear. People be like, "She alright?" I'm already the weirdo of the family, and I'll just be even weirder if I just have like no makeup on my top lip. I'm going in with my setting powder, which is the Wanna Be My Honey by Essence. It has been a hot minute since I have tried this powder. Like, it's because I'm constantly buying new powders and testing a lot of new products. Some of my old favourites get kind of like left behind, but I feel like this might be hitting pan soon, because I can see some of the jagged edges. I know it's quite difficult to see on camera, but I can see it obviously like face to face. This set is not available anymore. Like, I was having a look on Feel Unique, who actually sell Essence, and I was looking, I think I looked on the Essence website, and I couldn't see it, so I don't think it's actually there anymore, but it is quite a nice setting powder. And they do have the Wanna Be My Honey primer as well, which I've mentioned many a times on my channel, which smells of honey, and it is very nice. It's a very strong smell, but it is quite nice. With blush, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink. This is the only Wet n Wild blush that I have, to be honest, so this one I haven't tried in a while, and it's part of their Valentine's Day collection, which I got on Beauty Bay, so I don't think it's there anymore, but it is a really nice pink, and you guys know I like to really wear a lot of blush, but I'm trying my best to hold back. That's just gone on nicely. Anyway, let's go on to highlighter, and again I'm using a Wet n Wild product, but it's my Project Pan, so this is in the shade is it Mega Glow? Yeah, it's the Mega Glow highlighter. This is by far one of my favourite highlighters ever, and I'm using it as a Project Pan because I've had it for so damn long. But oh, one day if I do finish it, I will purchase another one. That is like way too much, but I don't care. I mean, I am going to be wearing this makeup at home, and I'll just take it off in like an hour. I'm just going to quickly set my face down with the Pretty Fresh setting mist by Colourpop, and I don't know why I made that face, but it was all being blown away by the fan, so it's not really done much. Should I add something to my lower lash line? I might do something in my inner corner actually, because that would just be really handy. So actually, let's go in with my Mega Glow, because I don't think I've ever really used this as an inner corner highlighter before, and because this is one of the nicest highlighters I own, like this will just work beautifully, and it's quite a pink tone as well. Oh yeah, that is super cute. So let's go a bit higher. Oh, a bit more, just piling it on, why not? Perfect. So now we're going to go on to mascara. I never wear mascara that much anyway, but I'm just going to go with my VE Cosmetics mascara, and it's just in the shade black. I don't even I don't think there's a specific name for it, but it is just black. So let's get this on. I'm not going to go crazy on there because again, I never really use mascara that much. And I thought I would just use it to kind of top off the look. So, and then it's really nice on my lower lash line. I like the bristle because then it's kind of indented, which I like. So let's go on to the lips now, and like I mentioned before, it's an e.l.f. product. So this is in the shade Tea Rose, I believe, yeah. And I got this part of in the 60% off sale that they did, but I think I actually got this one for free, because if you spend over £25, you get free shipping and you get to choose 2 free products. So I thought, let's try this, because at the time I'd never tried e.l.f. liquid lipsticks before. So I'm going to quickly go off camera and do this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my lips are on, and In the meantime, I did mess up my top lip, but I managed to savour it in the next few moments before finishing this video. But yeah, this is my finished look. I'm just literally doing a random look, to be honest, just using this palette again because it is gorgeous. I will be using it again because I want to use more of the shades that I haven't, and to be honest, it's a 20 shade palette, so it's not like I'm going to run out of ideas anytime soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And yeah, you get to see a closer look of this makeup look without top lip. And yeah, I hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.